everybody, what's up? Let's get things started for the night. It's trolley time. Or, you know, whole diversion of the story into trolley time, whichever you want to describe it as. You know, as long as the game, or as soon as the game lets us in. I did, shortly before stream start, log out where we left off last night, because I may or may not have teleported back to my apartment for easy log out last night. How dare the game not perfectly line up so that I can always end stream into Sanctuary. I am personally offended by this. Alright, so. Might as well just dive right into things, because I think we're good on this front. Zun is eyeing you with curiosity. Oh? The trolley problem? What trolley problem? Oh, valued customers! Were the other moored of help? Yeah, I guess. Of a fashion. They told us of a trolley that runs to Nabatharang, at least. But am I correct in thinking that there was a reason you did not do so yourself when first we asked? Yes. The gate, you see, it is impassable. Before, there was a hulking thing of stone, the Talos. It opened the gate, they say. But none operate such a thing now. I do not even know if it yet exists. That is a problem. I do not know, but you should travel east to Mount Biron Mines. That is where the trolley controls stand. I still see miners there from time to time, if anyone knows what happened to the Talos. It would be them. Thank you. You've been a great help. We're off to Mount Biron, then. Let's hope that someone will be there to answer our questions. Yeah, let's hope. Okay. And this is gonna lead us... that away. Okay. Man, the Amarang background music is... Fields of Amber is probably one of the best zone BGMs in the entire game. And I say this with the authority of somebody who is caught up with the game. Mayhap the pall of light is the root of this land's desolation. Or mayhap the fault lies with man and his insatiable greed. It could be either or. What a sight. Oh, pardon me. It's a bit daunting, isn't it? The scale of the track is impressive. I'll give them that. Now we only need to follow it until we come to the mines. Wait. Don't care about the fate right now. Oh shit, I never farmed up. Maybe I should care a little more about fates. I'm not gonna care about fates on stream though. I am a little short on gemstones. Oops. I meant to farm between streams and then got horrifically distracted by another game. Uh-oh, my headphones just died. I need to learn to charge these better. Hang on. Much better. It looks abandoned, Captain. Oh, goodness. Hang on. We're gonna get attacked. We're gonna deal with this properly. Oh wait, is Urianger, like, somewhere where I can talk to him the way Minfilia is? This lever can't have been designed for a person to operate. No. Definitely not for people. Am I able to get up here before I unlock flying? I've gotten too used to how jumping is in Infinity Nikki, like holding my butt down. That's gonna make me jump higher. I'm just looking at it like, yeah, I can make that jump. I don't think I can make that jump. This is why you should only ever play one game at a time, so that... Oh, maybe I can make that. Yeah, I can't make that jump. Nope, okay. Waiting until I have flight it is. Speaking of, is there... That's not the button I wanted to hit. Nope. Okay, where's Urianger? I kind of want to find him before we continue. Assuming he actually is someplace. But yeah, guys, I don't think there's people here. Now, is this a real house? Oh, it is. Oh. Well. I mean, it's real in the context that I can go inside it, but, like, there's nobody there. What's that? Nothing. Alright. I think it's just Minfilia who's here. I don't think Urianger is any place where I can talk to him. Alright, cool. But we learned things, and that's the important part. And now we're just gonna ruin these coyotes' whole week. Whole year, even. A bit of a mess, isn't it? But the mechanisms for dispatching the trolley are here, just as Zun said. Unfortunately, anyone who might know how to use them is not. Yeah, I noticed that. We might wait for Zun's mysterious miners to appear, or have a look around and see if we can deduce anything useful in their absence. I'm in favor of the latter. Something near the entrance to the mines proper caught Urianger's eye. Meet us there if you find anything. Oh, is that where he is? Oh, there he is. I'm just stupid. Now, I may not be the smartest. I may not be the sharpest spoon in the tool shed. And I know that fantasy games in general are not great about, like, being consistent or respectful when it comes to the folklore that they borrow shit from, but I'm fairly certain these things are not actually gnomes. But by what means did they harness the necessary ether? That is your department, Arianje. I just hit what you guys told me to hit. I am your living weapon. Point me in a direction, and I will punch. Okay, now am I looking up? Possibly. I'm not getting a down arrow from this circle, so... What am I looking for? I'm just investigating the area. Okay. That's helpful. Guess I'm looking for whatever sparkles I can find then. There's a sparkle. Iron rail? I don't think this is up to code. Flecks of rust adorn the rails, but they are nevertheless appear sturdy enough to bear the trolley without issue. Oh, I see. This isn't the rails buckling. That's on purpose. Okay. That is by design. Does he have anything new to say? As much as I wish we could count on someone conveniently appearing to explain all of this to us, I'm sure you're aware that we don't have the time to waste. Yeah, you're not wrong. Really easy one, and now the game is just telling me to go fuck myself. Very cool. Oh, wait. I wonder if one of them is inside. Yeah, I'm so smart. Unlike this coyote. Oh, wait, what? Ghost, thank you so much for the resub. Thank you so much for the what? Thank you for the 5 gift subs. Yeah, hi, what's up? I do want to mention, because I know we were talking about this the other day, because for people who don't know, Ghost is an IRL friend of mine. The thing for the mount doesn't start until the 16th, I think, but I appreciate the generosity. I appreciate the support. But yeah. Everybody who got gift subs, if you're watching, I hope you enjoy your emotes and ad-free experience. The cup is slightly warm and a fair amount of tea, steeped over long, if the color is any indication, remains within. Okay, to be fair, we're in a desert. Pretty sure the tea would still be hot. What? Oh, it's another coyote. Alright. Like, I get they're trying to say, oh yeah, there's somebody nearby, but it could also just be an abandoned mug of questionable liquid in a desert. Now, where is... the last thing? I want to say it's somewhere up here, because I'm not seeing anything on the ground level. But I'm not seeing anything up here, and like, it would be very obvious if it was something up here. Can I at least see better from up here? Oh, there it is. The benches within suggest that this must have been a passenger car. Oddly enough, though, it is clearly old. It appears to be well maintained. God, I'm remembering how much I hated this area the first time I did this. Can stuff please just, like, leave me alone? Like, I appreciate the Chocobo experience, but god fucking damn it! In peace. Is that so much to ask? Don't see me, don't perceive me. Yes, thank you. Ah, Shizune, what hast thou discerned? It's hot. I see. Indeed, thine observations are consistent with mine own. But let us refrain from further discussion ere our comrades arrive. Ample evidence of recent maintenance and lukewarm tea besides. Again, we're in a desert. I don't think hot liquid can really be used as evidence for anything. The levers for switching tracks looked like they were in good condition, though I couldn't move them myself. No ordinary person could, I think. It is my belief that no person is meant to. I mean, yeah, we were told about the Talos. This Taloth beareth more than a passing resemblance to golems of the source. Nor doth it appear to be the sole example of its kind. The proliferation of Talos fragments, as well as the enormity of the mechanisms here, suggests a considerable number were once in operation. Alas, this specimen and its fellows now lie lifeless and broken, and I know not how to repair them that they might facilitate our passage through the gate. And without the aid of the Telos, even if thou wert somehow able to unbar the trolley's path, you would still have no means of propelling it. We might not know how to repair the Telos, but someone must. Otherwise, why keep everything else in working order? Whoever is maintaining the cars and rails must know something that we don't. Let's ask them what it is, shall we? Huh? Shizune, I do believe you'll find a person of some interest skulking in the shadows behind the warehouses in the northwestern side of the tracks. Okie dokie. While you two have a friendly chat, the rest of us will gently encourage those to the south to come out of hiding. Defend ourselves as necessary, of course, but do try to keep everyone in one piece. Okay, but I do want to point out, stealing the airship from the Umorans is still an option. Off we go, then. They probably have their troops spread out in the area trying to find us. They'll never see us coming. It'd be really funny. Okay, behind these warehouses? Suspicious man. Wicked White, where did you come from? Oh, what? Oh, Sailor Texas, thank you so much for the follow. Hello. By the way, Texas, just so you know, at some point someday when I have a better VTuber model, I do want to do a video about a certain thing involving Digimon. I might ask you to give me opinions on what I want to do with it. Just as an FYI. No, never mind that. You have no business here, of that I'm sure. Nuke time! What am I? I'm the warrior of light, bitch. I mean, sorry, darkness. Forgot where we were. I'm the warrior of darkness. I mean, really, I'm both, but people in this world aren't exactly fond of warriors of light, so... Are these... Hey, I know these guys! Nope. Okay, I'm gonna wait for that to leave me alone. River, get over here. Stop making the quote-unquote gnome. Come after us. Fresh-faced man. That smarts. We won't let you... They elected to take up arms against us, though the outcome was plain from the first. I feel a bit bad for them. What happened here? Good to hear. These two weren't much trouble either. Let's see what they have to say for themselves. Us? We're not the brigands come to take what isn't ours. Do we honestly look like we'd need to steal? What, some rusted bits of iron? Don't be absurd. We're not here to rob you. A likely story. You look, well... Yeah? We look what? You don't look normal, that's for certain. Hey! That's rude. You don't have any wares, so you're clearly not merchants. Travelers never pass this way. The only reason you would come all the way out here is to strip the machinery for parts. Oh, Thief! I have an idea. What if, once upon a time, a lovely lady of noble birth ventured forth in search of her lost love, joined by her 2 most loyal servants, sworn to follow her unto the world's end. On their journey, they met a sorcerer, as ancient as time itself. Moved by the lady's devotion, he offered to be their guide, and they... Are you calling Urianger ancient? Turned up here, somehow. I can only assume that you're being intentionally obtuse, but in the unlikely event that there's a serious conjecture, no. I suppose I am a bodyguard of a sort, but we have rather larger concerns than fairy tale romances. Also, Urianger is younger than Thancred. Though I would fain hear more of this ageless sorcerer and his heroic deeds. God damn it, Urianger. You are, like, 4 years younger than Thancred. Shut up. Gods grant me strength. If I may, we're actually searching for a means by which to travel to Nabatharang. We were hoping that the trolley here might offer a solution. I realize that we haven't gotten off to the best of starts, but if you know anything about how we might get it working again... The trolley? The trolley! You should have led with that. We're always keen to discuss the trolley. We're both engineers in training, in fact. Jarek and Faith, at your service. Technically, I'm a miner and he does repair work, but our true passion is the trolley. We're working with a few other folks to get it up and running again. Before you ask, yes, it's true that there's a little in need of transport these days, but that's no reason to consign a miracle of mechanical innovation to dust. The mere sight of it traveling the track once again would make hearts sore, mark my words. You'll hear no argument from us. What progress have you made thus far? Not as much as we'd like, truth be told. Well, is there anything we could do to assist you? We could gather materials or help put pieces together. It's a sight more complicated than that, I'm afraid. If you spoke with Magnus, you'd understand. He's the only one with full knowledge of the trolley's operation. I suppose you could speak with him if you like. We'll introduce you. Very well. Our options are limited, and if this Magnus can explain whatever is preventing the trolley from being restored, I'd like to hear it. Right. It looks like you'll be following us back to Twine then. Yay, Twine. Alright, for a 9 chess piece, I know my casters have 400, Bard is at 390, Healer is at 400, Tank is at, okay, so we're once again hearing Bard. Oop. Oh. Uh-oh. What happened to... Oops. I need to clean my inventory. Let's see. A lot of this I just need to deposit somewhere at some point. Oh, I could sell that. There. And now back to Summoner. There. To be honest, I'm impressed that you thought of the trolley to begin with. So few seem to these days. You're used to living without it, I suppose. I mean, again, I wanted to steal the airship from the Yomorans because I think it would have been hilarious for them to, like, be so spread out trying to find us that they don't expect us to just, like, steal their ship. Dost thou seek the sorcerer's wisdom, young one? Arianje, you're a little shit. I fucking love you because you act all serious, but you actually have a sense of humor. But come to think of it, Arianje always was fond of fairy tales. I mean, yeah, he spent the last how many years living in Olmec, no wonder. A quest for lost love. Perhaps that could have been me had things been different. Faith is ready to guide you to Twine, where you might meet the mysterious Magnus. If you're ready, we can leave right now. Though, you haven't seen another fellow around here, have you? I thought he'd have come out by now. I kinda hit him a little hard. You think he'll be alright? That's well, I suppose we did force your hand on it a bit. Just a bit. I'll have a look, just in case. You go on ahead, Faith. Alright. Looks like it'll be you lot and me, then. Try not to let anything take a bite out of you on the way out of the rail yard. Yeah, oh, hi, Ash! You're just in time for trolley time. What? Why are you biting my hand? Why the chomp? Why do you chomp? Or are you just hungry? You said something about biting. Yeah, but that was these things. Damn, that's smarts. Did he have to thump me so hard? I'll be feeling that for the next fortnight at least. Not to be done about it now, though. I've pointed our overeager companions in the right direction. They've gone on ahead, so we need to get moving. We're just following orders. It said not to let me get bitten, not to be bitten. Normally, speaking of, did I? Oh, right. I changed jobs, so my carbon lives in out. All right. We're gonna Baja Blast him and do a little bit of that, and done. Start that whole conversation over again. Normally we walk atop the tracks, but seeing as the young lady has a much shorter stride, that's more perilous a route than I'm comfortable suggesting. Wouldn't want anyone falling through the gate or gaps. Of course, the low road presents other dangers, but having been on the receiving end of your friend's blows, I'm not worried on that account. Okay, but, like, clearly, as you just saw, all that meant was that I got bitten by both them and you. So now I just have extra chomps on me. You're hungry? Go fucking eat. What? Wait a moment. I think I hear something. Oh, that's something, all right. Run! Run? Why would I do that when I can do this? It's just a little puppy. I don't know why you were acting like that was so scowy. You just did, though? Then why are you hungry? One of my favorite tropes in Final Fantasy XIV is people encounter us, assume that we're normal, and are like, oh no, look out, there's danger, and we're just like, where? Why do you want to bite me? me about a second bite! But yeah, everybody's just like, oh, monster, it's scary! And I'm just like, step aside. This is my morning workout. Something looking like a snack. But no, Ash, that's not how this works. The community is the pantry because everybody in it is a snack. You guys are the snacks. Sorry about that. I'll admit, I didn't expect this route to be quite so fraught with danger. We're nearly to Twine, though, so we should make it without further incident. I mean, it was less danger and more just minor inconvenience, but okay. You should fight Zev. You know what? I'll let you guys work that out and negotiate it on your own. Remember, we are also team consent. Also, for anybody who didn't see, we had a poll in the Discord for when we're gonna have movie night this month, since last Friday of December seems like a bad idea. Or not last Friday, last Saturday. And I did the stupid and didn't set it so that people could pick multiple options. So the poll ended up tied. So we're doing a 24-hour redo poll, tiebreaker, whatever you want to call it, that's actually like done properly. So if you haven't voted, be sure to, if you're interested in movie night and you're not already in the Discord, be sure to join the Discord, be sure to vote. Look out. There we go. Twine. In past days, Nabatharang contracted a Talos engineer to establish its mining railway. And these cabins were built to provide lodgings for the laborers who would lay the trolley tracks. The settlement was later maintained as a miners' village, but its dwindling population has mirrored the steady decline of the mining industry. You voted? Yay! Odd to find a place like this still occupied. It must have come dangerously close to being consumed by the flood. How am I? I am doing pretty good. I got some more rigging practice done. Because I've got 20 days left of my free trial of Live 2D. So I'm gonna, at this point, like, I'm at a point where I can't tell if I'm doing something wrong or if I just need to trust the process, and the things I think will look bad, will look better once the full rigging is done. It's okay, I'm not in combat. The problem with River desummoning is when he does it when I'm in the middle of fighting something and he's just like abandoning me. But right now we're good. But yeah, like I'm at a weird point where it's like I can't tell how much of this is I need to get better at like manipulating shapes and how much of it is I need to trust the process and finish the whole thing for it to actually look good. So yeah, I'm just gonna press forward and then just keep practicing for the next couple weeks. And then we'll see where we go from there. I'd love to be able to start doing rigging commissions after the new year and lore writing commissions. But, yeah, and maybe I'll start small, and do like emotes first and then move on to models. We'll see. I at least want to make sure I'm making money off of it if I'm gonna have to like pay for the full version, because I think that's a subscription based thing. But I will worry about that when I get there. In the meantime, oh yeah, I already talked to you. A testament to man's resilience, what civilization may yet be found at the very edge of the world. The town is small, but everything in it seems so purposeful. It's amazing. This is it! Welcome to Twine! The original dwellings were built to house those laborers tasked with building the track. Over time, miners came to seek their fortunes, and that's what made the town grow to what you see here or before you today. But it was still the trolley that brought them here. As you've doubtless noticed, the track goes to the very heart of the town. It was the heart of the town, back when the trolley still carried everyone home at the end of each day, or hard day, in the mines. now there is no trolley, nor much work to be had in the mines, for that matter. The only residents that remain are the destitute, the delusional, and those with nowhere else to go, or so they say. That should give you some indication of what to expect when you meet Magnus. As I said, we'll help you understand why we can't get the trolley running. Just don't expect too much aside from that. Well, that's encouraging. But I don't see what we have, or I don't see that we have much choice. Let's go and meet the man. First, let's hit button. Oh, I already attuned to it. I'm just stupid. Attuning to an aetheryte when I first get to a new place is so ingrained in me that I apparently just don't notice when I've already done it. This is Magnus. He's our boss of a fashion. Yeah? Think you've drunk enough there, buddy? Got enough bottles there? Who are you supposed to be? Never seen the three of you in my life. Or the four of you? Wicked white, if you're going to bother me, at least have the damned courtesy to stand still. Methinks this one is deep in his cups. Yeah, no shit. These are my guests, Magnus. We ran into them at the mines. They're looking for a way to reach Nabatharang, so they came to ask about the trolley, you see. What? There's nothing in Nabatharang. Not anymore. And especially not for frail little girls. Give it up. She's not that frail. No. We must reach Nabatharang. I must. Bah. So you have your heart set on it. The world doesn't care. The place is a ruin, nothing more. And you're not getting there in the trolley. The thing doesn't run on hopes and dreams. We're not fools. It's necessity that drives us to Nabatharang. If you insist that the trolley is not an option, at least tell us why. No. I'm sick of people asking me about the blasted thing. Leave me be. Cheery. We'll speak outside. Piss off! I'd be lying if I said that I didn't expect that. But for what it's worth, I'm sorry. I sense there's more to this belligerent drunk and his tale. There usually is. Stubborn arse. He only said that because he thinks I'm weak. You're not, and you're projecting. And he's right. But I can't be. I won't be forever. There has to be some way. I must find it. Still saying the same stuff. Alright. Oh, I'm sorry. I was stuck in my own head again. It's clear that Magnus has no intention of helping us, but perhaps we should ask the other residents? They may know something of the trolley. I'll take the north side of town. Let me know if you learn anything. Thancred, art thou truly content to stand witness to fate's course and take no part? This isn't a matter of fate, Uriaje. It's about choice. And I've had years to decide where I stand. Vinfilia has spent too long in chains already. I would not shackle her again by making my hopes known. It is for her to choose what shape her destiny will take. It is for me to stay silent, to protect her, teach her, and stand by her. That, at least, I can do for her. So be it. Come, let us make our own inquiries. Gemstone trader. I know I don't have enough, but how much for the writing map? 70? Alright. Oh, there you are. You'll be pleased to know that I got our friend back home with no trouble, and he's just fine. He was a bit shaken up is all. And you? What did Magnus have to say? He told me to piss off. I did have a faint hope that your need might prompt him to action where our interest has not. But I suppose that was foolish of me. I am sorry that we couldn't be of help, though I could at least show you the trolley car we have here, if you'd like. You could give it a stroke or two. It has some very smooth wood. Thanks, I will pass on stroking your wood. You mean to say you're not giving up? Even knowing that Magnus is Magnus? I don't see much point in your being stubborn about it, though perhaps stubbornness is exactly what the situation calls for. You can't forge iron without an anvil, after all. I can't imagine that anything you try will work, but if you're certain, you can help me make preparations in the event that it does. To that end, take this toolbox. We're going to inspect the rails. Ah! What happened? I'll have a look along the tracks for anything that's in need of repair. You bring the tools and be ready to hand them to me whenever I stop out to work. Aha! There it is. This spot looks like it could use a bit of work. Can you ready the tools for me? Oh, I see. There we go. You open the box, revealing the proud array of lovingly maintained tools within. Brilliant! Now, if you could hand me what I need as I work, that would be a help. In this case, well, this bolt is loose, for one matter. I can't have that. I'll need to tighten it. Oh, yes, it lets me pick. A vicious-looking saw, a mid-sized wrench, a ragged claw. How stupid do I want to be? Go for it? What? Pick the saw? Do it? Do it? Okay. Vicious looking saw. Is this what you need? That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. Oh my god, he said the thing. Screenshotted. Keeping that forever. I need something to tighten a bolt, please. Alright, fine, you're no fun. Cloth, alright. Here, this will protect your hands while you hand tighten the cloth, or the bolt. Is he just gonna say the same thing? I could use this to wipe any excess oil clinging to the bolt, but I don't think that will be necessary in this case. I'd like to move right to the tightening the bolt, so please hand me the tool for that. Okay, cool. You didn't just give me the same generic line. Mid-sized wrench. It's his fault for not specifying the tool. To be fair, I'm sure he would be in the right to expect me to just give him the correct thing. Thank you. This will do nicely, or at least not to hand him a saw to tighten a bolt. Now, give me one moment, and... Like, that was 100% me being willfully stupid. You've seen some bad mechanics? Oh, wait, story time. There. I don't see any other problems here, so let's continue along the track. Alrighty. Also, I'd like to remind everybody that I do have over level 70 in every single one of my crafters. Remember this? Fortunately, we're free from ever having to do a whole, like, every single job quest ever again. Because we're now in World Quest territory. I'm a bit concerned about this lantern post. Would you be ready the tools for me? Okay, now what? You set down the toolbox, the muscles of your arms enjoying profound relief, and open it once again. You're quite handy to have around, you know? I get that a lot. As to the lamp here, these aren't often necessary these days, but if we're going to do this, we might as well do it properly. And if, by some miracle, night returns as it did in Lakeland, and in Ilmeg, and in the Rock Peak at Great Woods, you clearly are behind on your news. Well, it's a nice thought. Anyhow, a bit of this post seems to have splintered. Whether its lamp is to be lit or not, we wouldn't want these little pieces of wood jabbing the next person who comes through here to do maintenance. I'll need to sand it down a bit. Kinda what I'm here for? Yeah. I'm just gonna keep choosing the saw at first every time because it's funny now. A bulky saw. Sure, I'll simply hack at it with... Wait. Honestly, are you away with the Fae? We're trying to prevent... Hang on. What was the first thing he said? That went too fast. Sure, I'll simply hack at it with this massive saw. Honestly, are you away with the Fae? We're trying to prevent splinters, not chop down the posts like a tree. Now, hand me something a bit more delicate, if you please. Delicate. Got it. A heavy hammer. He can very delicately hammer in the splinters. You have an interesting sense of humor. Thank you. Now, can I have the proper tool this time? Hi, Kebby! What's up? Find the rough file. Here you go. Every Tuesday and Wednesday, starting at 7:30 Central. And 8 o'clock on Fridays, and 4:30 on Sundays. Yes, a wood file's perfect. Let me even this out. That should do it. I'll bring some varnish along next time to finish the job. I haven't spotted any other problems, so we can move along now. Unless you'd like to take in the view of the tracks from here for a bit longer. It's breathtaking, I know. Mining has always been the primary vocation of folks in the Hills of Amber, you see. But after a certain point, they had dug up everything that could easily be reached and carried back by manpower alone. It was then that the Nabath Empire struck upon the idea of the Talos, which they had been at work abroad, or which they had seen at work abroad. At great expense, the Nabath brought the Mistel engineers who specialized in Talos here to the hills, and wouldn't you know it, the mining industry picked right back up again. Twine itself sprung up around that time, as a matter of fact. It was named after the entwining of tales, the fruitful cooperation between the native Ronso and the newly come Mistel. But that, like so much else, fell apart in the wake of the flood. The Mistel left, taking their knowledge with them. It was 15 years ago that the last of them, the folks from Daedalus Stoneworks, took off for Yulmore. And now no one remains that can repair and operate the Talos. You've heard of Daedalus Stoneworks before, right? That got brought up before. But there's no use in lamenting what can't be changed. And there's one more thing we need to do while we're out here. So we might as well get to it. Vultures occasionally make their nests in the tracks, or on the tracks you see. And it falls to us to remove them when they do. The creatures are angry when disturbed, which is natural, but nevertheless a danger to anyone passing by. It's not my favorite task, to be honest with you. As you may have noticed, I'm not terribly suited to confrontation. That said, would you follow the tracks north and remove any nests you find for me? I'll keep an eye on things from here. Here we go. Also, Ash, I want ice cream. They're probably not here to hear me say that, but I want ice cream. Oh, shit! No! Is there... There's no easy way back up there, is there? Oh, maybe... Maybe? And we've got ads. Cool. So only the people who have paid me for the privilege of seeing what happens during ad breaks will see me struggle through the rest of this. Let's see here. Can I climb up here, or do I have to go back to Twine? Am I gonna have to go back to Twine? Oh no, wait, I see how I can do this. So there's a fate nearby. You know what? Nope. That's a little too far, actually. That's not close enough to be worth running over to. I was gonna go and do that fate, but... I'm gonna grab some candy while we are on break. How was the trip? What trip? I didn't have a trip. I didn't go on a trip. Unless you're talking about my journey over to my coffee table for Hershey's Kisses. Also, Ash, if you think I didn't grow up with the whole "see you next fall" bullshit, I have some unfortunate news for you. vulture nest. Nuke it with Bahamut, which definitely isn't overkill for a simple extermination job. Definitely didn't hear everything. Mm-hmm, sure, I believe you. Everything is chaos. Hang on, I wanted to put some chocolate in my mouth first. Wait. Okay. I know, right? How dare interrupt chocolate time? That is a capital offense. Now I'm gonna auto run and nothing is gonna go wrong. Chocolate time TM. Exactly, Kevy gets it. What are we looking at, Jarek? Thank you. That should be everything taken care of. In return for your help, I'll tell you a bit more about the trolley. Nothing that can get it started again, though. As I said, the only people who knew how to repair the Talos are long gone. When they left, the life began to bleed out of the town. The trolley's tracks rusted, and its cars fell into disrepair. Now, I was born in Twine, raised there. My first word was trolley, damn it. And those were the worst years of my life. But then, about 7 years passed, Magnus and his wife returned to us. Magnus is a real, proper trolley engineer, and perhaps he would never have left in the first place if it hadn't been for his son. As you're well aware, Amarang is hardly the safest place, and Magnus wanted his child to grow up away from its dangers. It didn't help in the end. The Sin Eaters got the boy. Isn't that always the way? The child had always said that someday he wanted to see Magnus's trolley running again. So in his memory, they returned to Twine, started fixing those rusted rails and broken cars. And it was going well for a time. What's that? Wicked white vultures! Are they back for revenge? Never mind, I don't want to find out. Oh. We're not even being attacked? That's boring. Ah! Oh no! I got hit! Knocked clear off the tracks. Thank you for the 500 bits, Ash. You're welcome. Hey, it's what I do. Alright, where is he? There you are. Ahem. Nice work out there. And now you know the story of the trolley. Won't do you much good without the Talos, though. If there was even a single one of that still functioned, things might be different, but, well, here we are. Oh shit, I didn't mean to, well. I should have been paying closer attention to what I was opening that on. Oh well, it's fine. Side quest time. will hopefully take us in the path of a fate so that I can also get my writing mat. Mindborn looks as though he's about to tear his hair out. I tell you, this windmill gives me nothing but grief. The damned thing won't stop creaking. Putting thistle oil on the moving bits at the top makes it turn more smoothly, and I'd get up there and do it myself if I hadn't thrown my back out. Not to mention, we've used up our supply of the stuff. Would you be willing to do it? There's coin in it for you. Hydrate. Okay. Kevy, this is how you keep me hydrated, by the way, is you watch my streams and redeem hydrations. Stretch? Okay. I will stretch. According to the people in the pantry Discord, streamers are like Tamagotchi or plants, which would be unfortunate given some people's track records with Tamagotchi and plants. But fortunately, I'm like the class pet version of a Tamagotchi or a plant. Well, maybe you should tune into my streams for more points to make me do other basic life needs. I should probably have like a Sunday only thing of like, hey Shuzi, remember to like have a snack sometime during this 6-hour stream. Hey, thank you for the head pats. Keep tuning in to keep me alive, kinda. It shouldn't be too hard to find thistle moles around here. Give them a few licks and they'll kill right over. Ew, why would licking them? Oh, you mean those kinds of licks. Wriggling the fat out is a pain in the arse, though. Once you've got a decent amount, bring it to me. You know, reading that quest literally now actually kind of gross when he's like, yeah, bring the fat out. Shifty-eyed miner appears to be panicking for some reason. Listen, I need your help. Please give this message to that merchant passing through from the Crystarium, heading east. If you hurry, you should be able to catch him. It's a matter of life and death. I'd go myself, but I've got allergies. You owe him money. I don't believe for a second that you have allergies. You owe the guy money. Your allergy is to being around people who you owe money. God, this whole place is falling apart. My job is to order materials for repairs, but the budget is so tight I can't afford to buy more than is absolutely necessary. Ugh, the supplier will be here soon, and I still haven't finished with my checks. There's no time, I know. If you have a look around the place and see what needs fixing, I'll work out which materials we should order. These traveling peddlers don't hang around, so I've got to have everything ready before she moves on. You'll help the people of Twine, won't you? I knew you would. You know, oh my god, no, you know what I should do for like a licking emote at some point? Is just like Shinzune licking an aetheryte. Yeah, ask an untrained stranger who's new to your town what your town needs to get repaired. Yes, it looks like rock candy. Aetherytes and aethernets look like rock candy after the update. The wild-eyed miner is afraid for his life. Uh-oh. What'd you do? Who'd you piss off? No, don't hit me! Oh, wait. You're not... Gulthagger. He's a local thug who I made the mistake of drinking with. I ended up saying all sorts of things, like, think you're tough, do you? My mate could wipe the floor with you. Don't only know why I said that. There ain't a word of truth in it. Of course, he didn't see the funny side. He told me to bring this friend of mine, or he'd fight me instead. So I was wondering, could you go and sort him out for me? I'll make it worth your while, I swear. But like, I'm not kidding. Look at this. I can't fly to like really make my point. But that looks like rock candy. What an idiot, for sure. And I bet he's only gonna pay me like 600 gil too. Because that seems to be my going rate, apparently. Andrew's furrowed brow suggests he has a predicament he is attempting to solve. Why must all matters pertaining to romance be so very problematic? My lady friend has sadly left the windswept plains of Amarang to seek a life of luxury, relatively speaking, in the Crystarium. I fear that the passing of time may cause her to grow distant, so I plan to send a ring to serve as a symbol of our everlasting love. I finally bought one with my hard-earned savings, only to discover later that a substantial crack runs along the surface of its otherwise beautiful banded gem. Rather than spend another fortune on a new ring or replacement stone, I struck upon an idea. It would be far more economical to hire someone to retrieve a similar gem and affix it to the ring myself. And that, my friend, is where you come in. Any risk of injury in the mine will be far outweighed by the gil I offer as a reward, I assure you. What? Another 600 gil? Also, dude, did the amount that you spent on the ring, was that by any chance more or less than what you could have spent just moving to the Crystarium to be with her? Because, like, the relationship is only going to be able to work so well if you insist on living in separate places. IJS. Excuse me, sinner. I'm planning a journey into dangerous territory. I need a bodyguard. Can you help me? My destination is the bridge that stretches across the northern chasm. I should be able to reach it, but I will need you to watch my back once I arrive. There's something I must do. Long distance is hard? Yeah. Should you choose to undertake this quest, you will receive no guidance from the journal. Yay, it's one of these. If you've got a moment, let me tell you about a friend of mine. She was a hard worker, but her real passion was for riddles, head scratchers, and the like, until she met her end at the hands of a right horrible sin eater. Phronesis, I think they called it. Oh, hey, we know about that one. Anyway, like a lot of miners, my friend kept a will, but she couldn't write a nice, simple one the same as everyone else. Oh no. It said that she buried something and that if we wanted to find it, we'd have to solve a conundrum. Trouble is, none of us can work it out. But I thought someone like you, with an outsider's perspective, might see something we hadn't. It goes like this. On road leading afar, follow the third star. Fear not the fall, look to the wall. At the first, a dry giant's heel. Brave wanderer must kneel. Can't make head or tail of it, to be honest. Still, we're dying to know what she's buried, so if you have any luck, be sure to tell us. Oh, and I wrote down the riddle, in case you forgot. Okay, and now, more quests up here. But the gemstone I was gonna give you, I lost it on the way back from the mine. It was right there in my hands, I swear. And how do you end up losing it? I don't care what you dug up. It won't be paying you off your tab while it's sitting in some ditch. I ain't making it up, honest. Ah, you there. You don't look the sort to turn your back on a man who's down on his luck. Help me find it, would you? Here, take this lantern. The gemstone will glint when the light hits it. Bring it to me and I'll, think of some way to pay you back. I'm sure you'll manage to scrounge up exactly the same amount everybody else pays me for these quests. You looking for work? Good. I have something you can help with. I've got a team of miners in the Dragging Tail. but 3 of them are working well past the end of their shift. I want you to go in there and tell them to get back here now. You'll receive fair coin for your troubles. I think this is actually going to be more than 10 quests. Huh. Where's this last one? It's a... Ah, here we go. I mean, not last, but, you know. I'm awfully worried about my grandfather. All of those years of working in the mines have finally caught up with him, and he can hardly breathe now. It must be the dust and the stagnant air down there. The only thing that can help him is Farsight sprouts, but the cacti they come from are extremely rare and few people know how to prepare them for eating. I can't leave him alone in his condition, so I was wondering, would you be able to go and get some for him? An apothecary sells the stuff and can normally be found east of Nuvi's leavings. Here, this should cover the costs. Thank you. You're a saint for doing this. Another traveler, are you? Place is crawling with him, it seems. Just had one asking me about local ruins, so I pointed him in the direction of Kelk. I tried to tell him about all the evil weapons spoken around the place, but I think my words are worn in the one ear and out the other. Sorry! You'll have to settle for the digital ones. I'd have a mind to go in there after and drag him out of harm's way. Trouble is, I'm not much of a fighter, so I'd only end up getting myself killed. You, on the other hand, might stand a chance. Will you go and see if you can find the daft bugger? I can try. Why are there so many quests here? Usually we get them in, like, batches of 10. Twine used to be full of hunters, bringing in fresh meat, pelts, all sorts. Not these days, though. Most of them left to seek easier, more lucrative prey elsewhere. Still, there's money to be made here, if you're brave enough. How about it? Fancy earning a bit of coin? Have to do some training till you can whip a plush a couple of 100 miles? Yeah, do it. Cue the training montage. I'm sure you have been seen the... Oh boy. Forus Rocos? Around here. Yeah, around here. Big, ugly, highly aggressive. What I want is not their meat, but their eggs. They are a job to carry, though, so you'll want to avoid any trouble on your way back from the nest. There's no use bringing a smashed one. If you and the egg both make it back in one piece, bring it here. And the bloke in the charge of the warehouse will take it off your hands. There's skill in it for the both of us. Yeah, I'm sure there is. I'm gonna accept the rest of these quests and then start doing them. Last 2. Big, ugly, highly aggressive. Hey, man, you right there. Oh, don't say that. You there, new lass. Where are the others? Others? Don't try to play me for a fool. I know what they're up to. No good, that's what. Expect me to pay them for shirking their duties, do they? Bah! Go and get them, will you? It's time I gave them a stern talking to. Quick-witted scavenger. Oh my poor friends! Left to be eaten by horde beasts! I feel terrible about running away, but what choice did I have? No point in us all being killed, now is there? Finding someone to go in and retrieve the bodies, I mean, rescue them, would absolve me of the blame, yes? If you could go into the ruins of Kelk to look for 2 more scavengers, I'd be very grateful. Okay. Now, Now that we've picked up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 quests, we're gonna do this. Hang on, I need to... Alright, we want to keep that one. That's far away. Where is this one? Well, if me clicking that... Okay, so we do want that. Gangster's Paradise. Tab in the dark. Freaky Milk gets grease. Flower for a friend. Is there. Nope, that's a bit further away. That's down there, so we're not going to worry about it. Milk's on you. Yep. Prepare for the worst. Okay. We're gonna start with the ones that are near the town. 2 moored scavengers. Boo! Good job. Boo! I approve. Boo! It was very funny. There is a deep split in the support beam. If this breaks, the whole building might come down. The frame has warped and the door rattles in the breeze. Melodramatic minor. Why would she leave me? There's nothing for her in Yulmore. Whatever will I do now? The man is clearly upset and in no fit state to work. If someone were to comfort him, he might come to his senses. Comfort. There. Get back to work. There? What does that even mean, anyway? There are people who need me. There's still work to be done. That's it. I should forget my sorrows by burying myself in my work. A poor choice of words, considering I'm a minor. But enough procrastinating. There's digging to be done. I mean, if you have to bury your sorrows, you probably need therapy, but... I mean, labor waits for no man, but also realistically, life waits for no man. These hinges have seen better days. One good slam and the door is liable to fall off. Does this game even have therapists? Good question, considering how much of the game could have been avoided with a good therapist, including 2 apocalyptic events. I could go expansion by expansion, being like, hey, if Nidhogg had had a grief counselor, this could have been avoided. If Redacted and Endwalker had gotten his depression treated, basically the entire plot of the game could have been avoided. Gods be good, it's worse than I thought. Alright, here's what we need. My, the paltry amount I will make from this is hardly worth the effort. That's all we can afford at present. Maybe if your prices weren't so extortionate, we'd get a bit more for our gill. This might take a while, but you've played your part. Short on coin though we are, it was worth paying you for your help, considering the amount we'll save from ordering only the bare necessities. You have my thanks. We be playing as Azam right now? I mean... God, that'd be fun. Oh, God, it's my aching head. I feel like death warmed up. It seems the man is suffering from a hangover. If you are to psych him up, perhaps he might be more inclined to return to duties. Comfort, rally, psych. Here we go, psych. Hey, get to work. All right. Enough of your posing. Going back to work's what it takes for you to leave me alone. So be it. And the last person is going to be what, in here? Never mind, it's a fake door. Fake door full of lies. Is this one real? No. You can see the bar across it. Well, it's not yelling at me for climbing up, so here we go. Nothing's going my way. I haven't had a decent haul in ages. I might as well just hang up my pickaxe for good. The man needs to be, or seems to be lacking in motivation. Perhaps if you were to rally his spirits, he might be willing to return to work. Hey! Cheer up and get back to work. You can do it. I don't know who you are or what you're doing, but your enthusiasm is somehow infectious. Yes, I should be thankful for what I have. I've got a steady job, a sort of beautiful home. What more could I ask for? Hi-ho, it's back to work I go. Okay. Now to head over here. There's the thistle mole. Wait until I have my VTuber model and I start making YouTube shorts that are just me telling people to stop doom scrolling. Or giving discussion prompts. Also, that is a rank, isn't it? Yes, we're staying away from that. So, you're gonna wipe the floor with me, are you? Uh-huh. I brought her, just like I said I would. Scrawny streak of piss like you. Don't make me laugh. I've killed sea eaters with my bare hands, so you won't even make me break a sweat. And after I'm done with this feeble sack of shite, you're next. Well, I've run an ASMR mic? No, I hate my voice. I'm not doing ASMR. Honestly, like when it comes to the ASMR videos I watch, I tend to gravitate more to the stuff where it's more visual stimulant than auditory. Face touching, stuff like that. Sit here while I like sketch you. Measure you for clothes, etc., etc. I do have a pink wig. If I ever wanted to do like any kind of ASMR stuff, I could do a thing where it's like, hey, you're a Pikachu. Let me like massage those cheeks. My voice is great. Thank you. It's funny because the pink wig I have is from a Team Skull cosplay. Eek! She tells you bedtime story? Maybe. Since I'm feeling generous, I'll let you take the first swing. Better make it a good one, because you won't get a second chance. Okay, well, I've killed real sin eaters, like, not just whatever tiny things you've been fighting. You know, the ones that can't just be killed with one's bare hands. It's not the flex you think it is, buddy. I also have a reputation where I'm from of, like, eating gods for breakfast, so, you know. Wait, what makes that the same sound? Bloody hells, you actually did it! Alright, let's head back before any of the wildlife takes an interest in us. Oh. Really? Salted Earth does? Interesting. And then when I was up, I did see whatever this is. What am I supposed to do here? Is this the thing where I'm supposed to kneel? No. What quest is this? Tab in the dark. Oh, the lantern. Something is glimmering in the light of the lantern. Now we can hide that. That's too much to the south for me. To the far side. That is too far south. I want the stuff to the north. No. Yeah, that. Oh, I think that's the riddle. Okay. Oop. No! Fuck off! That one? Or did you mean this? I think I played Halo like once in college and was very bad at it. Oh. Yeah, my like kind of connection to Halo is that I watched a lot of RVB when I was in college. Who needs her anyway? I'm married to my job. That's sad. Haha, those rocks don't know or won't know what hit them. Nothing cures a hangover better than spending hours smashing rocks in a dingy mine. Kill me now. Grew up with it, as bad as that probably was. I mean, it wasn't. I thought it was actually really good right up until they tried to, like, make it... I almost feel like when they started adding more lore to it, and, like, had a whole season that was just a flashback involving characters that you didn't know but knew got killed eventually, because it was a flashback involving characters that were dead in the current timeline. Like, I don't know, that's kind of when I stopped paying attention. So, the 4 of you finally decided to show up and do some bloody work then. 4 of us. 4? But this woman's not part of our team, is she? As far as I can tell, she's just passing through. Eh? What are you prattling on about now? Yeah, I'm not a miner. Do I look like a miner to you? My mistake. When you get to my age, one person-shaped blur looks much like all the others. Must be these damned eyes of mine. Still, I could use an extra pair of hands around here. I dare say you're worth more than all these slack-jawed layabouts put together. But if you're not here for the mining, you might as well take this payment for rounding up my workers. God's help me, they're all I've got. It's funny, I've been... Every now and then I'll rewatch HBomber Guy's video on plagiarism in YouTube, and that usually results in me rewatching his video on vaccines and the oof sound effect, which then resulted in YouTube autoplaying HBomb's video about Ruby. And it's a shame, because, like, I liked the idea behind Ruby, and I think that's what a lot of people take issue with, is that it had a really good idea behind it, but it suffered in terms of execution, and honestly, it makes me wonder how much of the driving force of it was Monty Ohm, and how much it actually suffered when he passed away. That ought to make him, or take him down a peg or two. I doubt he'll stick around here after a beating like that. Or how much of it was just, like, writers with really ambitious ideas who didn't know how to write and didn't know how to, like, edit their writing. That's why the fanfiction for Ruby is so alive. Yeah, I can understand that. But, like, HBomb even makes the point that, like, the red trailer fucking slaps. It still goes so hard. And then the show is just... Like, I know they eventually leave the school, but what I signed up for when I saw the trailers was fairy tale-based characters doing cool fairy tale-based monster fighting stuff, not girls having drama at school and, like, weird racism stuff involving animal people. So, like, the question is, I know he did a lot of the animation. We just, like... He was still around when season 1 came out, which means he died after, like, he would have had a hand in season 1 even. So, like, it's hard to know how much of it suffered because of Monty not being around anymore, and how much of that is people coping and be like, oh, it would have been good if Monty was still around, when really it wouldn't have made a difference. Maybe the animation would have been a bit better. Mid-season 1? He died in 2015. The thing is, you have to keep in mind how much pre-production happens with these things. Like, God, I hope they weren't writing the show as they were releasing episodes. Usually at least a basic amount of the writing is done before they even start making episodes for these kinds of things. Same deal with narrative podcasts, where you'll hear about people... Like, usually, with the exception of stuff like Malevolent, where it being written month by month is kind of part of the whole spiel with it, usually there's at least, like, some kind of plan, and an outline, and maybe the first couple of episodes written ahead of time. So the question is, how much of the actual writing did Monty did, and how much was how much of Monty's job was just the animation, and the writing was being done by somebody else? It's entirely possible that if Monty were still around, it would have been the exact same show, just maybe better animated. That ought to take him down a peg or two. I doubt he'll stick around here after a beating like that. And I'll have to choose who I drink with more carefully from now on. I've got a habit of saying all sorts of nonsense when I'm in my cups. Maybe you should just choose not to drink so much. It damn near earned me an early grave, and I'm lucky that you showed up when you did. Many thanks to you. We're just gonna clean these off the map real quick. Did you find it? Specially designed to prevent the naked flame within from coming into contact with dangerous gases present in the mines. Even in the dim glow of a safety lamp, this many-faceted gem emits a dazzling sparkle. It beggars belief that the miner who lost it was unable to find it himself. Oh no. Look, man, I know enough. Let's just say there's some content creators I follow, and I know that they've been working their way through all the Halo games doing lasso runs. So I know what a lasso run is. My problem is I don't have the eye-hand coordination to be very good at FPS games. Like, even back when I used to play, Overwatch, back when Overwatch was good, or at least tolerable, I was a diva main. I mained tanks, and I stood in the back, and I tanked, and didn't die too fast, and then I just sprayed and prayed. You didn't say anything about lasso. No, that's fair. I'm just saying, like, hey, maybe you should go check out Ed Bosco VA. And, oh god, what's Mark's? You should check out Mark Allen Jr. and Ed Bosco. Because I know one of them does, like, I can't remember whose channel they do it on. It might be Ed's, but, they do Halo stuff. I think it's Bosco's channel. I could check. What VODs do you have? I haven't even watched his stuff in forever. But I know him through the Unexpectables. Or like, I know of his content through the Unexpectables. He is a very talented voice actor. Alright, there he goes. Okay. I don't need things auto-playing. Videos. Yeah, he does Halo Nights. If you check out Ed Bosco VA on Twitch. If anything, I've thought about checking out the Marvel Heroes game. Partially because I think it'd be really funny to play as the little shark dude. And also, they included Moon Knight, and I may not be a big comic books person, or like Marvel and like MCU person, but I do really like Moon Knight. I know there's like a lot of Jewish characters in like in Marvel. I was gonna say in MCU, but in Marvel in general. Partially because a lot of the people who wrote comic books were Jewish, and so they wrote their characters as Jewish. But like, I really liked the Marvel TV show, and I wish he would get more in the MCU. It's a miracle. Ahem. I think this should cover it. It certainly does. But from now on, you'll pay up front for every drink. No more tabs. I wonder if I'll be able to find any more stones like that. Folk at the Crystarium use them as lenses in some sort of magical cannons, so they sell for a hefty price. If I manage to dig up any more, I'll take care not to drop him. Next time, I might not have someone like you around to help me. Any thanks to you, friend. But yeah, no, I thought what they did with Moon Knight was really cool. I thought the way they ended the TV show was really good in terms of like, hey, they should make a second season of that someday. I don't know if they ever will, but a girl can dream. Now there's a woman who smells like she's skinned a mole or two. Oh, you got a baby in your lap, snuggle in? It is said that thistle moles rely on their fat reserves for survival and when food is scarce. Extracting this substance from their carcasses is not a job for the faint of heart. Gross. Yes, that ought to do it. Give me a moment and I'll fix up a batch of the oil. Oh, baby. Just, like, give her tummy scratches. There you go, all ready. Now, be a good lass and climb up, or climb to the top and spread this on the movie bits. Don't ask me what they're called. I didn't build the bloody thing. Okay, but you're in charge of maintaining it, so you should probably still know the names of the parts that you're supposed to maintain. Windmill. Climate. They should just keep those, like, climbing things permanent. Also, why can't we have a top of and bottom of teleportation light in the island sanctuary for the windmill and stuff, so that you don't need to wait until you've unlocked flying to access parts of your island or parts of the building that you've built for your island. Oops. Well, shortcut. Good work. I'm not sure if the creaking had any negative effect on the mill itself, but it was bloody annoying. I suppose you're wondering what we'd need a windmill for in the first place, seeing as we have no crops to mill into flour. It's actually used for drawing up water from the deep underground. Of course, if anything were to go wrong, we'd have a serious problem on our hands, and it's my job to make sure if that doesn't happen. Anyway, here's your payment. You've earned it. I left River up there? Oh, whoops. Oh, well, it's fine. He found his way down. And then he ditched me anyway, so, you know. Here we go. What a brat. I mean, we weren't fighting anything, so it's probably fine. Egg. Oh, I see. Hang on. Let me read that again, because I wasn't expecting flavor text. A strong scent of ammonia emanates from the egg. No one in their right mind would accept this. Maybe we can wash it out. Actually, I don't think he desummoned, because I just realized he's standing right here with me. A perfect specimen. Now you must keep it pristine, or in pristine condition on your journey to the pub and Twine. Deliver the egg to the warehouse, custodian and Twine. Yeah, we know how this works. Oh, it was somebody else's chocobo? Okay. So I'm stupid, I'm just not that stupid. Oh, was he still up there? Oh, whoops. Oops. Poor baby. Look, man, he's capable of jumping and flight and stuff. He should have been fine. Oh, yes, lovely. You don't see many like this. Well, that's Dalric's part of the bargain taken care of. He's got your share, so if you want paying, ask him. Seems to me you've got a talent for this kind of work. I could use someone like you. First of all, there's the coin, I promised. If you've got a mind to take on another job, come and see me. Oh, he meant actually. Okay. Cool. Let me find... There it is. Let me just put on my hoodie real quick. It's a little bit chilly. Whoever invented blanket hoodies was a fucking genius. Okay. Dalric has another request for you, this time of a more personal nature. Though we both profited from it, stealing the egg was just a test. I want you to slay a certain Furus Rakos called the Ironbeak. It killed my brother while we were gathering abandoned timber near Mount Buren Mines. I was the one who dragged him along on that god's-forsaken place, or to that god's-forsaken place, and he died protecting me. Ever since that day, thoughts of avenging him occupy my every waking moment. But I'm no hunter. I've tried hiring others before you, and it always ends with them either fleeing for their lives or, well, they knew the risks when they signed up. It's not only for my peace of mind that I want that wretched bird dead. It's been terrorizing anyone careless enough to wander into its territory. So you'd be doing the whole of Twine a favor by killing it. I'll not go with you and get in your way, but I'd appreciate you bringing me one of its tail feathers. I'll hold on to it as a keepsake of my brother. Okay. What does this quest want me to do? Which quest is this? This is Prankster's Paradise. Deliver a letter to the Crystarium Merchant. Crystarium Merchant? Hello? Is the prank that the merchant doesn't exist? Oh, there he is. Oh, may I help you? Let's see here. The crumpled paper and shoddy manner in which the missive has been sealed indicate that it was prepared in a hurry. Here you go. I was asked to hand this to you. A letter, Let's see. My hard-working errand girl will deliver one pristine debitage soulstone, which I believe should serve as ample payment for my usual order. Not a bad deal from where I stand. I'm prepared to wait if you still need time to fulfill your side of the bargain. I have to get what? Had your master not given you the correct instructions? Oh my, this is highly irregular. You seem the dependable sort, though. I'm sure you're more than capable of performing such a task if you put your mind to it. There are plenty of debitages roaming around here, but I hear the soul stones are often damaged in the process of slaying them. And let's not forget that I was promised one in pristine condition. For what it's worth, I'll be cheering you on, quietly, of course. That dick! Oh wait, there's one right here. I should just go back and beat up the dude? I should. Or no, I should get the soul stone and then just sell it to the merchant for a gil so that it can't be used as payment for the dude's stuff. But also, I fucking called that he owed him money. Oh, is this one of those quests where I have to keep killing until... I forgot those were still a thing in Shadowbringers. I think they stopped doing that to us either in Endwalker or Dawn Trail. But it's still a thing here. Love RNG side quests. On the bright side, I have River out, so at least I get stuff for it. Yeah, no, I hear you. Alright, I should check River. Nope, River still needs more experience. I mean, I get the Warrior of Light likes to help people, and also, like, she's an adventurer, so, like, this is her job, but also I feel like by Shadowbringers, you should be considered an experienced enough adventurer that even, like, the whole saving the world thing aside, she should be able to, like, pick and choose her clients. And I know we're in a completely new world where nobody knows who she is, but, like, also her activities should be getting bankrolled by the Crystarium at this point, since she's kind of doing a world saving. Are there more over there? No, I think that's for something else. Yeah, no, that's absolutely like, that's a contract violation. Except Shizune was stupid and didn't get anything in writing, so... And the thing that is in writing is, oh yeah, she'll do this thing. So she kind of got stuck in it with a predatory contract. My big issue is, apparently I'm not so skilled at what I do that I can't just get the damn thing on the first try. But again, hey, it's experience for my Chocobo, so... We'll take those victories, I guess. What was the line I was so impressed by last night? Though victories may be hollow, grasp them or something. Yeah, well, the issue is it depends on how much rapport the guy has with the merchant, because otherwise it's our word against his. Is that a soulstone I spy? Fortunately, the soulstone remained unscathed despite its owner being smashed to smithereens. Yeah, hang on. Let me just surgically remove this thing with my giant sword. Yes, that's lovely. Alchemists will pay handsomely for one of this large. And here's the ale your master requested. His usual order. It may only be one bottle, but you won't find anybody else selling it in the whole of Amarang. I mean, I could also just keep the bottle. Yeah, but again, like, I could say that. But it depends on how much of a reputation my quote-unquote, like, my not master has. Because again, it'd still be my word against his and whoever else is in the area. I'll be on my way soon, I think. Just preparing myself for the somewhat daunting journey ahead. What if I just never finished the quest and just kept the bottle? But yeah, all this to say, hey, if you work freelance, make sure you have airtight contracts. Yeah, but he could argue that we just showed up to be his new errand girl. Or something. We haven't explained to them that... Yeah, no. Discuss compensation. Also, depending on where you... discuss compensation. Make sure it is in writing. Discuss deadlines. Make sure that is in writing. Discuss, like, the window of, like, how long the person has to pay you before you start getting aggressive with them. Or take them to court for non-payment. Also, know what your rights are, especially depending on A, where you live, and B, where the person or entity that you are doing business with is located and incorporated, because, like, New York and Illinois straight up have, like, I'm sure, I need to look up what other states might have this, but I know at least in New York and Illinois, there are laws protecting freelancers where you have to be paid within 30 days of completion. And even if a company says, oh yeah, like, we'll pay you within, like, 60 days or something like that, like, no, it has to be, like, they have to abide by the law regardless of what the company might say their thing is. Because, the law supersedes, like, yeah, like, I think it's 30 days. It might be 60. I'm pretty sure it's 30 though. But yeah, like, there are resources for freelancers. I'm sure California has something similar. I just don't know what other states might. New York is the big important one to know for anybody who does, like, freelance editing, since so many publishing houses and so much of the editing world is focused in New York. But would these things please leave me? Oh, I see. It's part of the quest. Better conclusion to the quest. Do I roll up in front of him, hold out the bottle, and then drink the whole thing in front of him? Call it my payment? Smash the bottle over his head, or at least on the ground? That's not as satisfying as just making him watch me drink it all. Or holding it hostage and demand that he pay me for it. Hi, I'm your new merchant. No, I won't accept some expensive rock given to me by your next errand person. You give me money. And I give you your item. Because that's how that works. Alright. Well, we might as well go take care of this quest up here. But yeah, I do kind of wonder. I mean, I probably need to rebrush up on my local laws and stuff too, but hazard pay, yeah. Oh, there we go. But yeah, I do wonder, like, because I know there are artists who have had issues with getting paid and stuff, and I do wonder how many people actually know their rights as freelancers. So yeah, if you do any kind of freelance work, guys, check your local laws, because even if the person you're working with doesn't or isn't located in your state, they are still beholden to the laws that apply to your state because they hired you and you are within your state. Like, it has to do, like, if either party is incorporated in a state that has freelancer protection laws, those laws apply. And I think part of the problem is too, because it's for a lot of people with art, they're viewing it as them making money off of their hobbies, so they don't think of them as themselves as like professionals or like doing freelance work, even though that's exactly what they're doing. Which does not help things. It's very, very common for people in the creative fields. It's common for people to devalue art in general, but it's also really common for people in creative fields to devalue their work. This is where a close friend of mine lost his life. He was a miner, one of the best, until the day he was attacked by a sin eater. After Daedalus Stoneworks closed and the Talos fell into disrepair, he tried to find alternative methods for operating the trollies, such as having them pulled by lizards. It was during one of these trials that he met his end. Though you are an outsider and never met him, it would mean a lot to me if you could join me in paying respects. Here, cast this flower into the ravine. Pay your respects by offering a flower for the lost miner. I wonder if he was watching us now, alongside all of the other great Ronso of the past. Many of the villages and mountains in Amarang bear their names. My friend and I once dreamed of opening mines and naming them after ourselves. I still hold on to that hope, even though he is no longer with us. I can tell you too have lost loved ones. What do you do to overcome the grief? Ooh. I try to concentrate on the here and now. When the tears come, I let them flow. We each find our own way. You must find yours. I try to concentrate on the here and now. Yes, there are others that still need us. Deeds that must be done. I'm grateful for your kind words. I shall reflect on them as we journey back to Twine. There we go. Now I can go south. Oh wait, hang on. Yeah, no, I should do these quests first since we're here. Shift's finished, has it? I didn't hear the bell. Eee! Thank you for the 100 bits, Ash. Welcome back. I suppose I'll have to make do with this haul. It should earn me enough to keep my wife and little ones fed for the time being. I'd stay for longer if I could, but I'd better do as the boss says. Oh, time to go back, is it? Thank goodness. I've had more than enough of this from one day. It was much less tiring when we had Talos to do all the hard work. Now it's down to pickaxes and shovel explosives. A pretty poor substitute, if you ask me. Of course, we used to dig up a lot more back then, too. At this rate, I'll have to consider taking up another profession. Hathenstein sent you here to tell me that? Lazy bastard couldn't be arsed to come and say it himself then. And I don't know why he bothers making us work in shifts. Everyone needs to take turns, he says. Ha! There's hardly anybody left. Most of the others have gone to seek their fortune elsewhere. Besides us, there are only a handful of miners left in Twine. On the bright side, that means there's more for me to dig up. I guess I can afford to stop for a bite to eat, though. Now, let me read this real quick. On the road leading afar, follow to the third star. Third star. I'm assuming the road leading afar might be the tracks? Let me clean up the rest of the map. And then... maybe it's not the tracks. Third star. Fear not the fall, look to the wall. At the first dry giant's heel. Grave the wanderer. Okay, so I know I have to kneel somewhere. I'm assuming the giant is Talos. Oh, I totally passed one of the quests, didn't I? Go away. Leave me alone. There's an apothecary. Always a pleasure to meet a new customer. What can I do for you? Harloth must be a trusting soul indeed to hand such a heavy coin purse to a complete stranger. Or he's desperate. Oh, really? You're quite the connoisseur. One who is clearly hungry for my sprouts. Unfortunately, I've none left. I sold all my stock to someone from Yulmore. For a rather tidy sum, I might add. If you're as desperate as you look, perhaps you could go straight to the source. Amord harvests the cacti over by the lift station. If you get her to bring you some to me, I'll make you a batch. Is this a way up? Yes. You need the sprouts now? Lucky for you, I have picked some fresh, juicy cacti. They should have quite a kick. And since you seem to be in a hurry, I'll deliver what I have to the apothecary right away. Oh, cool. I don't even need to deliver them. Okay. The guy's friends are alive, or at least one of them is. To hold him responsible for fucking off. And then sending us for their bodies instead of to try to rescue us, even though he tried to, like, walk that back. I am alive? Can it be true? But it is too early to celebrate. The youngest of our group is still missing. Please, you must find him. I will wait for you outside the ruins in case you need help carrying whatever is left of the poor boy. I'm sure he'll be fine. Where, oh, where? In here? Yes. See, you guys need to stop giving up your comrades for dead so easily. Hydrate? Right. I need to refill my water bottle at some point. Thank you for the head pats. Very clever. Phew! Does that count as a near-death experience? I cannot wait to tell my friends. But first, we should make a hasty retreat, yes? Yeah, that'd probably be a good idea. That was the most excitement I've had in a long time. Thank you. I cannot thank you enough for saving us. But how did you know we were here? Your friend who gave you up for dead sent me to find your bodies. Running away turned out to be the best choice. Not only did he escape, but he sent for help too. If he had tried to rescue us himself, we would probably all be dead by now. Better to run and scavenge another day, yes? I must remember to thank him. That was the most exciting saying the same thing. Alright. While we took an enormous risk in coming here, the treasures we found made it worthwhile. But we were forced to throw them away when those creatures came after us. Very valuable they are. The Ronso miners who used to live here in Kelk had some excellent shinies. After the Mistel arrived with their Talos, everything changed, and most of the laborers relocated to Twine. The place was abandoned, and they only took what they needed, leaving everything else behind. Maybe these shinies were not so important to the Ronso, but to us scavengers, it is a treasure trove. If we were to return empty-handed, the whole expedition would have been a waste of time. Will you help me reclaim our bounty? The most precious were the bag of ancient coins, the pretty tableware, and the damaged chest. Once we have those, we can go home. No, that's not actually a break in the wall. All right. Then north we go. I said Narth, not Narth. Do I look like Pinky to you? To be fair, that's more accurate than mistaking me for Brain. I'm a 90s kid, of course I got the reference. Granted, I was more of a Looney Tunes and Tiny Toons Adventures kid, but I watched Pinky and the Brain. Hey, not everybody watched it. Yeah. But, like, Warner Brothers cartoons were a good chunk of my childhood. Pinky and the Brain, Animaniacs, Looney Tunes, Tiny Toons Adventures. Antique coins, check. I like how that just straight up looks like they're not part of the quest, but it still looks like they're looking at the pile of rubble with the relic they're looking for. What's a shame is that, like, I know there have been attempts to, like, reboot the Animaniacs and reboot, like, there's been multiple attempts to reboot, Looney Tunes, or at least, like, the Bugs Bunny aspect of Looney Tunes. I think, though, a lot of people, they're so focused on the nostalgia of it and, like, the comfort of the nostalgia of it, but I think a lot of people sort of miss the point of what made the original versions of those shows so good, which was how they pushed the boundaries of what could be done with those mediums. You know, Animaniacs, the original version, was constantly pushing the envelope, and I'm pretty sure they were actively trying to get in trouble with the censors with the stuff they put in those shows. You know, especially when you think about it in the context of the time that Looney Tunes came out, Bugs Bunny doing the whole cross-dressing thing would have been a really revolutionary thing. And they, like, they understand that Looney Tunes is good partially because it's funny, but I think a lot of people don't understand that part of what made it so good was the way Looney Tunes did this really interesting thing of, like, on one hand, pushing the boundaries of what they were allowed to put in the show, messing with social norms, all that stuff. And also on the flip side of that, incorporating this very classic art stuff, you know? There's a whole episode of Looney Tunes that's just them doing an opera. There's a lot of times when, like, somebody is playing a piano piece and it's a actual classic piano piece. And it's part of the gag in one way or another. And so, like, all the remakes just miss out on all of the heart and all of the, like, artistic aspects of what made those shows so great. You are come to my rescue. 1,000 blessings upon you. Though I feel that curses are more appropriate for those evil weapons. They stole my weapon, the standard non-enchanted variety, my only means of defense. That was not the only thing they took from me. They have my backpack with all my supplies and apparatus inside. Would you be so kind, or would you be able to help me reclaim it? Is this another kill X number of evil weapons? No, it's not. I have to kill something specific. Cool. Good. Excellent. But yeah, I also am really mad at, like, what a lot of remakes do to Lola Bunny. Let's see here. Kelk. The ruins of Ronso settlement. Residents abandoned Kelk for the cities long before the flood arrived, and thus it is known amongst the scavengers as a prime location for finding trinkets and relics untouched by conflict. Because, like, at least as she is shown in Space Jam, which is my, like, initial basis of understanding and, like, was my introduction to Lola. She is the super competent, don't need no man character who kind of gets paired off with Bugs Bunny. And then in, like, a lot of the shows, they make her the super, like, psycho obsessive girlfriend who Bugs has zero interest in, and, like, God, I hate characters like that in general because it just, like, ignores the character's consent. I hate the stalker girlfriend or boyfriend trope. Where, like, the other character is not giving consent or is Amy Rose. I don't know if I know who Amy Rose is or remember who Amy Rose is. Oh, from Sonic. Yeah, confession time. I don't have a whole lot of familiarity with Sonic stuff. But yeah, no, I just hate that character archetype in general. And the fact that they took a character who was first introduced as this, like, basketball pro, better than the boys, don't need no man, here to save you guys' asses character, and they turn her into that. Oh, I do hope the contents have not incurred any damage. The numerous scrolls and books stuffed inside do little to drown out the clanking of the metallic measuring instruments and cooking utensils. Praise be, my instruments and such are largely unscathed. And most importantly, my field notes are all present and correct. I do not know what I would have done if I had lost the fruits of my research into the Church of the First Light. I dare say the name rings a bell. Most have heard of this ancient religion, yet few know its history. If it pleases you, I may offer a relatively succinct summary of my findings. Yeah, sure, give us that lore. The Church of the First Light was one of the most widespread religions and had followers in every corner of Norfront. It began with the original inhabitants, the elves, and eventually took root among the other races. This included not only their allies, the Humes, but the Galgent and the Drawn, with whom they shared a tumultuous relationship. The Church of the First Light's influence grew to such an extent that it surpassed even that of the monarchs and rulers of the various nations. That was until the flood of light changed everything. The light that they so revered was not their salvation, but their destruction. As you may well imagine, those who survived quickly abandoned the religion, and its teachings were all but forgotten. I've made it my life's work to see that these people and their ways are not similarly lost to the sands of time. Though I understand the perils involved in the exploration of ancient ruins, I feel we must do our utmost to retain that knowledge, or what knowledge we can of the world that existed before the flood. It seems that we have dallied here long enough. However, it would be remiss of me to part from you without offering my gratitude for the retrieval of my irreplaceable research materials. I will return to Twine and give my thanks to Twtich for suggesting that I visit these ruins. It was a most worthwhile expedition indeed. Fairly well. Not just pretty, but valuable too. Thank you. It looks like you have found all of them. May I take a closer look? Yep. It is hard to imagine that coins could have become this rusty in the years since the Ronso left Kelp, so it seems that they were kept as historic artifacts rather than as valid currency. Why the Ronso, like so many other races, chose to depict their people's history on pieces of tableware is anyone's guess. The numerous scratches and gouge marks indicate that someone went to great lengths to prise this chest open, while the fact that they discarded it implies they were dissatisfied with the bizarre assortment of knickknacks inside. These coins might not be worth much after all, but this crockery should fetch a small fortune. In the picture, you can see the likeness of the Great Kelp, the elder who they named the town after. Collectors will pay a lot for this. But the works of art inside this chest are the real prize. The historians will go giddy when they show them these. But I cannot help feel a little sad. These scenes of bustling streets and children playing are a far cry from this crumbling ruins. It's hard to believe that this was once their home. This is one of the reasons why we scavengers take pride in our work. Through these artifacts, we are able to learn more of the past. So that it is not forgotten. Thank you kindly. There's one last thing I would ask of you, if I may be so bold. We are now ready to return to Twine, but I am afraid that I picked up a rather nasty injury while fending off those beasts. It is not serious, should heal in time, but it will take a while for me to complete the journey, or complete the return journey. I'd be grateful if you would go ahead and let our friend know that we are on our way back. We'll see you in Twine. Great. Now, let's see if... Oh, cool, a bot. Hang on. Alrighty. Back over here, and then I have to figure out I'm assuming that this quest isn't going to involve stuff that I can't access before I finish or this part of MSQ. By which I mean the way southern part of the map. So we'll worry about the riddle once we finish this last quest. And I'm actually gonna go into the mine, because I'm wondering if it is in there. Thanks to your help in expediting the shipment, I've already finished preparing the first batch. As a sign of my appreciation, I've included a bit extra. Sweet dreams, friend. Sweet dreams? What does this stuff do? Alright. Oh. Now, yeah, I'm gonna go into the mines real quick. Okay. Now, let's see here. On road leading afar, follow to the third star. Fear not the fall, look to the wall. At the first dry giant's heel, the brave wanderer must kneel. Well, there are Talos here. I wonder. No. Oh, wait a minute. I think I might know what the star is. Let me go back here. Posture check. Okay. Let's try this way first. Road to afar, follow to the third star. What if the stars are lamps? So that was 1, 2. Three. Fear not the fall, look to the wall. At the first dry giant's heel. That one? I'm gonna test out another theory of mine real quick. Is it somewhere over here? I don't know what she means by third star. Because nothing with these lamps makes any sense with that. But fear not the fall, look to the wall makes me think of this. Am I actually gonna have to look this up? like trying to solve these on my own, so I don't want to have to look it up. Okay, I'm gonna go with my original instinct, which was that the road to Afar was the railway. And if it has to do with a... What is it? One, two... Three? Or if is it talking intersections of 1, 2, maybe 3? Real quick. Go. Road to Afar. You guys head to bed? Alright. Thanks for dropping by, Ash. I'm probably just gonna wrap up these side quests and then wrap up the stream for tonight. I might also Google at least a little bit of a guide for this. Wait, oh! Oh! Hold on, was I right? But that's only the second... Oh, I went down the wrong road. How is... What's the star then? Because... I see. Hang on. No, I was right. I was right. I was right. It wasn't saying fear not the fall as in you won't fall. It was... Okay. No, I see what it is. Okay, I'm gonna walk us through it because I was right. I was fucking right. Road to Afar. Third star. 1, 2, 3. It's talking about the lamps. Fear not the fall, look to the wall. Uh-huh. At the first dry giant's heel, brave wanderer must kneel. Fall in the direction of the wall. Giant, dry giant, tree, kneel. Oops. You discover a small chest buried beneath the sand. I win. I also just realized I never saved Twine as our return point. Oops. There we go. Okay. I was glad to have someone hear my friend's tale. For in the telling, I was able to look back on happier times. From this day forth, I will strive to uphold the ideals that we once shared, and in so doing, honor his memory. Please accept this as a small token of my thanks. Hydrate? Okay, okay, fine. Let me refill my water bottle. Ugh, I didn't mean to auto-run. Why are you still running? There we go. things I do for you people. Alright. There, water obtained. Yeah. I mean, I could have waited until after my stream to refill my water, but I got up, I refilled it now, and now we return to turning stuff in. Well, have you found a gem that is sufficiently dazzling? I meant to read the flavor text. Splendid, simply gorgeous. I hope you did not encounter any dangers while searching for it. I hear these are produced by gnomes, and you can tell their age from the number of stripes on the stones they drop, so they're like trees. Unfortunately, attempting to slay one of the brutes is likely to damage the precious gems that appear from its rocky hide. It is better and safer to retrieve those that have fallen naturally. In other words, were you to find these stones, you will also encounter gnomes, hence my reluctance to hunt for one myself. I am positive my lady friend will be pleased to receive such a wonderful gift, and as agreed, here is payment for your exemplary efforts. Wow, I got 700 gil. Okay, time to shake this asshole down. So, how did it go? Far side thoughts. Oh no, this is the wrong person. Hang on. Store in a cool, dry place. Keep out of reach of children. There you go. Yes, this should do the trick. But it's not a lot more than you paid for. How did you end up with so much? I have my ways. You did all this for my grandfather? That was very kind of you. Are you sure this is for medicinal purposes? I see what you're getting at. Alright, I'll come clean. It's not medicine. Some say it causes hallucinations, and a few use it for relaxation. In my grandfather's case, it gives him a brief respite from the pain that racks his body. So it's medical marijuana, got it. I'm afraid he hasn't got much time left. But this at least eases his suffering. He'll be able to sleep well tonight, I'm sure. You've done him a good turn. Now, where is... Oh, I think it's this quest. Yeah, the shifty-eyed miner. So, I trust everything went well? Smash the bottle! Oh no, Ash totally left too soon! I'm gonna have to make this a clip just for them. Smash the bottle. No! What have you done? All that precious ale, gone to waste! Well, it's not like I paid anything for it. If this is all I get by way of comeuppance, I haven't done too badly. Did I say I was done with you? I do feel a tiny bit guilty about making you risk your life fighting angry rock giants. A tiny bit. You can hardly blame a man for finding his own entertainment, though. There's not much to do around here, as you can see. But you've given me a few laughs, that's for sure. And then I got paid 900 gil. I'm so glad that was an option. Even if he, like, did not suffer as much as I would have liked for it. Good work, Sinner. They all made it back in one piece. They went at the meal they went at the meal we prepared like a pack of hungry coyotes. Nothing beats eating your fill at the end of a hard day. Of course, everyone in Twine is here to work. This is a mining town, and only those who can contribute are allowed to stay. We've always got room for someone like you, though. Okay. I-409. I-385. 395. We're opening this on Bard. And then Ring 409. What's your lowest level? 395. You've got. You're good. 95 and 390. 403, 403. Okay, so I think it's actually healers. 390 and 395, and then Bard was, there we go. 395 and 400, yeah. So we're gonna open this on healers. All right. Let's try that again. And now 403, 403, 395 and 409. Uh, 395 and 400. We'll do it on Bard. Actually, maybe I should have. Uh-oh. Why isn't it letting me? Oh, there we go. 402 versus, I think it was 403. It's okay. All right. We're all good. I was going to say maybe I should have accepted that on the job I had the lowest eye level with, but we're fine. It wasn't that much of a difference. I can't believe you found it. Its compact size means that it could be buried in a relatively shallow hole in the ground, while its weight suggests there is something other than simple air inside. Oh, please tell me she just buried a box full of dirt. Let's see what's inside. Coins, rings, even an expensive-looking pocket knife. This must be what she raked in from all those card games. Wait, there's a letter. This is for Twine, is all it says. Come to think of it, I knew she made a killing on the cards, but I never saw her spending much of her winnings. It seems she was putting them away to get back to the town after her death. Almost like she knew it was coming. Always was a mystery, that one. It's funny, I never realized how much I miss her, until now. Not only have you solved the riddle, but you've shown me what sort of person she really was. You have my thanks. Uh-oh. Our mutual acquaintance, the traveling fruitcake, came by to thank me. Not that I really did much besides sending you up to help. Anyway, he left this for you. Show of gratitude or something. I'm glad to see you made it back. How went the hunt? The brutal manner in which Furusakidae slay and devour their prey means that only the feathers that grow from the tail escape being covered in copious amounts of blood. Cheery. When it is done, then it is done. My brother has been avenged. He was one of the best miners this place ever saw. I should have followed in his footsteps instead of always trying to make a quick kill on the side. It was one of my harebrained schemes that got him killed. I'm just as much to blame as that damned bird. And ever since that day, I've been too scared to step foot outside of Twine and gave up on mining altogether. Maybe now I can find the courage to venture farther afield and broaden my horizons. Here, you've more than earned this. So, did you find my fellow scavengers? Yes, I did. I'm I'm so relieved. My reputation is safe. And also, my friends are not dead. But one of them is injured, you say? I should make sure he at least reaches Twine before he heals over. Unfortunately, we more do not heal in the same way as Humes or Ronso, so their treatments will not work on us. You'll need freshly prepared ointment to seal the wound, made according to our traditional recipes. Well, I can get most of the ingredients here in Twine. I still need 2 plump, juicy rock wigglers. If you could go and catch them for me, we'll take care of the rest. They like to hide in the crags, so try hooking them out with this knife. Time is of the essence, so please do not dilly or dally. Okay. Knife. Wriggler. Fuck off. Ads are happening. So I'm actually gonna step away for a minute. Hopefully I don't get aggroed by anything. I'm gonna get up on here just to be safe. So yeah, I will be right back. I'm gonna step away for a few minutes during the ads, and then we'll continue. Alright, and we are back. Okay. So, we have one last Wriggler to get. Years of being used to hook tasty morsels from between cracks have worn away at this knife's once sharp edge. Though a careless slip could still lead to a nasty gash. Oh, right, I can't fly yet. Ha 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 ha. Alright, let's go. We would have arrived a lot sooner if he was not limping the whole way. Thank you for passing on my message. It seems you have been rather busy in our absence. You have the rock wrigglers? I do. This repulsive invertebrate's highly viscous blood renders it entirely inedible to all but the most desperate of desert dwellers. Oh, didn't I eat, like, candied versions of those things earlier? Excellent. Once I've squeezed out their blood and mixed it with the other ingredients, the ointment will be ready. But before we leave, my friends wish to offer their thanks. You are under no obligation to help us, but you did so without a thought of your own safety. Or for your own safety. We will never forget you. And the rest of Twine is sure to be impressed by your adventures. I am glad to be alive to tell the tale. Your deeds will live on in the stories we have with we share with our children and our children's children. Fare thee well. I'll take that. Is there not a final quest yet? Oh, that means there's probably more side quests. I thought maybe they were giving us 15 because... Yeah. Okay. In that case, I'm gonna wrap up the stream there for tonight. Thank you everybody so much for joining me tonight. If you haven't already, please hit that follow button. Subscribe on YouTube. Obviously there's gonna be a clip sometime in the near future because Ash missed out on a thing. In the meantime, I will be back on Friday for, also make sure to subscribe on Twitch. If I can get to 25 non-gifted subs before I finish base Shadowbringers, I will do the Nier raids on Black Mage. If I can get to 125 total subs, I will level up another job of the community's choice. I do owe people leveling up Dragoon on stream, but I'm trying to figure out where I'm gonna fit that in. It'll probably be after I finish base Shadowbringers, just because I don't know where I would fit it in otherwise. Especially since, yeah, like I was saying, be sure to tune in on Friday for Friday Night Riots, starting at 8 o'clock Central. And then Sunday, we're gonna continue progging Kafka minimum item level, no, Echo, as we work our way through finishing Sigmascape Savage. And then, yeah. Then we have to put up another poll to figure out what the next thing we're gonna do is, because I did get back up to 100 subs, and the reward for that was, that I would, do another Mine Savage Raid or Extreme Trial series. So, yeah, look forward to that. But we gotta clear, I'm not even going to do the poll until we clear Kafka. So, yeah. So that's Sunday, and then next Tuesday and Wednesday, starting at 7:30 Central, I will be playing more Final Fantasy XIV, working my way through MSQ. And yeah, as a heads up, where's the fucking calendar? So we don't have to worry about it within the next week, but the week of Christmas and New Year's, I will not be streaming because I need a vacation. But yeah, that being said, there'll probably be a New Year's Eve stream. We'll probably play more Jackbox, so be sure to tune in for that, join in for that. It'll be a lot of fun. And that's what we've got going on right now. December's kind of weird, sorry guys. I'm doing my best. In the meantime, who can we raid on Twitch before I leave you guys for the night? We'll raid Yuzi. Hopefully she's not about to finish another, like hopefully she's not at the end of a stream again.
2021?
Oh, is she at Endwalker? Did she just finish? Oh, she just finished. She's probably wrapping up the stream then. Let's raid Miko. We haven't given Miko some love in a while. He's playing Overwatch. We won't hold that against him. Miko is friend. So yeah, I will see you guys later. In the meantime, go say hi to Miko for me. And I will see you all, hopefully on Friday for Friday Night Rights. Bye-bye, guys. Have a good night.